The first thing he noticed was the silence, not the quiet hum of an airport late at night, but the kind of silence that settles inside a man when he realizes he has nowhere left to run. He was sitting alone on a cold metal bench near gate 47, Sue twinkled, phone dark in his hand, when a small voice broke through everything he was trying not to feel. "Are you lost too, mister?" He looked up, startled, as if someone had reached into his chest and tapped his heart. A little girl stood in front of him, no more than 7 years old, clutching a pink backpack with a broken zipper. Her hair was tied into two uneven ponytails, and her shoes were mismatched, one white sneaker, one blue. Behind her, the airport stretched endlessly, people rushing past without noticing either of them. Before the story goes any further, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this remind us that sometimes, the smallest voices carry the biggest lessons, and you won't want to miss the ones coming next. The man nodded slowly, unsure why his throat suddenly felt tight. "Yeah," he said quietly, "I think I am." The girl smiled, relieved, as if she had been hoping for that answer. "Me too," she said, then climbed onto the bench beside him without asking permission. "My grandma says when you're lost, you just sit still until someone kind finds you." He almost laughed. Almost. His name was Daniel Hayes, CEO of one of the largest tech companies in the country, a man who had boardrooms freeze when he spoke and markets shift when he signed a document. And yet here he was, being told by a child to sit still and wait for kindness. "What's your name?" he asked. "Lily," she said. "I was going to see my mom, but my flight changed, and then my grandma went to talk to a lady in a blue jacket, and I sat here like she told me. But now she's not back yet." Lily's voice stayed calm, but her fingers twisted the strap of her backpack again and again. Daniel scanned the crowd, a familiar knot of responsibility forming in his chest. "How long have you been waiting?" She shrugged. "Long enough to get hungry." That simple sentence hit him harder than any accusation ever had. Just hours earlier, he had walked out of a meeting that ended his marriage for good. His wife's words still echoed in his mind. "You're always at airports, Daniel, but you're never really going anywhere." Their daughter lived with her now. He saw her only on holidays, when his calendar allowed. "I can help you find your grandma," he said gently. Lily nodded, then paused. "You won't disappear, right?" "No," he promised, surprising himself with how certain he sounded. "I won't." They walked together through the terminal, Lily's short steps forcing Daniel to slow down for the first time in years. She talked about her mom, who worked 2 jobs, and her grandma, who always smelled like soap and cinnamon. Daniel listened, truly listened, feeling pieces of his own forgotten childhood rise to the surface. They found no grandmother near the information desk. An announcement echoed overhead, muffled and rushed. Lily's brave smile faltered. "Maybe she forgot me," she whispered. Daniel crouched down so they were eye level. "Sometimes adults get lost too," he said softly, "but they don't forget the people they love." Minutes turned into an hour. Security was notified. Papers were checked. Lily grew quiet, leaning against Daniel's arm as if it was the most natural thing in the world. He felt a strange warmth spread through him, a sense of purpose he hadn't felt since his daughter was small enough to fall asleep on his chest. Then Lily asked a question that changed everything. "Mr. Broken Bar, if you're a boss of something, why do you look so sad?" Daniel swallowed. "Because I spent a long time building things that didn't love me back," he said honestly. Lily thought about that. "My grandma says love is the only thing you can't buy at the airport," she said. He smiled through tears. Finally, a frantic older woman came running toward them, breathless, eyes red. "Lily!" she cried, dropping her purse as she wrapped the girl in her arms. "I turned around for 1 minute, just 1 minute." Lily hugged her back, then pointed at Daniel. "This is the mister who was lost like me. He didn't leave." The grandmother looked at Daniel, gratitude filling her tired face. "Thank you," she said. "You have no idea what this means." Daniel shook his head. "I think I do," he replied. As they prepared to leave, Lily ran back and hugged him tightly. "You're not lost anymore," she said with complete certainty. "You just needed to be found." Daniel watched them disappear into the crowd, something shifting deep inside him. He missed his flight on purpose. For the first time, It felt like the right decision. That night, he called his daughter, not his assistant, not his board, his daughter, and when she answered, sleepy and surprised, he realized that being found doesn't always happen in grand moments. Sometimes it happens on a cold airport bench, when a little girl asks the right question. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like and subscribe, because somewhere out there, someone is lost and your support helps these stories find them.